We know that the concrete can be mixed with other material. The question is, are there any materials that we cannot mix with concrete? This is specific with the material.
Okay. Is there any material that we cannot mix with concrete? Ariana, okay. I'm not 100% clear dengan soalan. So is it the mix or the construction or mix of the materials? So kalau dengan other materials, okay, kalau mix the construction methods, let's say you have precast wall or precast concrete, and then you mix with the and you join with the timber, you join the steel, so that one also can be done. So but there are a material that cannot mix with the concrete. Okay, so kalau dari segi construction, any type of material can be used, but we have to make sure that the joint between that material, let's say you're using plastic now, because we have a fiber, right? We have a fiberglass, we have sort of new materials, right? Advanced materials. That one also can be fixed into the concrete, precast concrete, but the jointing must be correct. I mean, there are a joint that need to be to what I call it, we have to make sure that the joint between that plastic or the fiber into the concrete is strong enough. Okay. So is it answer your question, Ariana?
Yes, thank you.
Right. Thank you. So okay, any more question?
This one actually from Naswa Asifa. Is Naswa here? Maybe you can ask the question directly so we can clear understand about the your own question. Naswa, are you here, Naswa? Yes, Naswa, silakan.
My question is, use of dry walls for houses use a lot of cement for the casting process. Will the use dry wall in this building be cheaper or more expensive?
Okay, your voice is actually not really clear, but actually Naswa asking about the drywall. Drywall use a lot of cement for casting process, but I'm not so sure, doctor. From what I know, drywall is casted from the what is it called? Gypsum, is it? Not from cement, right?
Yes. So what is the question of Nashwa actually? So talking about the drywall or what?
Yes, the drywall. So the question is just like to use the drywall for the houses uses a lot of cement for casting process. Will the use of drywall in this building be cheaper or more expensive?
So what is the drywall?
Yes, Naswa, from what you know, what is the drywall
what is
actually?
The drywall? What is that drywall? What you call it? Naswa. What is the meaning of drywall? I can see that question here. To use a drywall for houses, a lot of cement for the casting process. Will the use of drywall in this building be cheaper or more expensive? Yes. Macam Dr. Wendy mentioned just now, that drywall is it is not a normal wall. You're using the combination of what I call it, the cement, pasir, right? So it's actually a gypsum plaster. So it's a dry. So it depends. I cannot say that it is cheaper or more expensive, but it depends on the application. right? And normally drywall, we are using drywall in which position that we use that. So the price in terms of a drywall and also a normal, I'm sorry, Naswa, I cannot give you the what you call it, the answer for this part. Okay, Dr. Weni?
Yes, yes, Doctor. Okay, Doctor, I would like to ask you the maximum time that you can give us, because it's considering this is the Friday
So
praying.
actually, yeah.
So
Okay, can we have 5 more minutes?
all right, 5 more minutes means another one questions.
Mm-mm.
I believe. So this question from Iqbal Maulana. Iqbal, maybe you can ask the question by yourself.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Yes. Doctor, a question. Saya nemuin di internet tuh kalau di Malaysia tuh ada kayak penilaian skor gitu di project yang pakai IBS gitu, dokter. Terus pertanyaan saya tuh tentang detail dari itunya apa penggunaan kartu skornya itu apa aja kayak poin-poin penilaiannya. Terus mungkin itu tuh bisa diterapkan di kita ya di Indonesia di regulasinya nantinya gitu, dokter.
All right, thank you.
Untuk IBS system, untuk IBS score, alright. So ini kena ada satu kelas panjang lagi
Khusus.
khusus untuk IBS score, right? So because we have the class in HBP on IBS and also the IBS score. So actually the IBS score we take I think 1 or 2 lectures, about 3 to 6 hours lah, kan? In order for the student to come up with the calculation. Sebab based on the drawing, okay, let's say because when you want to produce a building gunakan IBS system, so they will come up dengan drawing, right? So based on the drawing, right, so they will stated that okay, for this building dia akan guna wall precast, or might be the column it will be a cast in situ, right? So kita based on the calculation based on the area of that building, so we come up the calculation and produce let's say from that 70% of the building is using the precast. So the score will be something like that. So I think that one will be go in detail if Iqbal you want to have that class, but you can have, I think if you Google in the website, there are also, I think there are samples of calculation of the IBS score, but you can practice. Mungkin Dr. Weni can give them exercise on the IBS score. So because you can use draw, I think in Indonesia also, you have, you already have the system using IBS. It is not just I think lebih kepada tidak dijadikan sebagai satu perkara yang wajib ataupun di encourage the contractor or developer to come up with that. Tapi I think if you have drawing on that sample of the score, right? So you can come up with IBS score. It's not the scorecard, Iqbal, it's an IBS score, right? So they call it as an IBS score. So so there are a calculation based on the drawing. So you can come up with that and know that okay, the building is the score is 70% or 80%. So like in Malaysia, there are orang kata encouragement from the government. Kalau skornya tinggi, so you can dapat some deduction lah on tax dan sebagainya. That has been implemented in Malaysia lah. So I think that one most probably you can get gunakan itu sebagai exercise to semua mahasiswa. At least they have knowledge on the IBS score and how to calculate. Macam kita calculate the GBI, something like that. So there are calculation GBI. I think all the country using the same calculation. So similar goes to the IBS score. Okay.
All right. So,
Alright.
really nice question actually from Iqbal. Untuk siapa yang tak tahu GBI is Green Building Index.
Okay.
Ya,
Right.
so nanti ada satu mata kuliah yang akan membahas itu GBI. Jadi apa semua akan dapat nanti mudah-mudahan. Alright, Iqbal. So if you guys interested about how to calculate the IBS, we can do it actually. Yeah, Ibu Novita, Miss Novita, maybe one day we can make another calculation class, something like that. All right, Dr. Hanizam. So it's actually already 5 minutes from that that time. Sharp, really sharp actually. Okay, so maybe we have come to the end of this event. I would like to say thank you so much, Dr. Hanizam, for giving the lecture today. So actually, it's opened our eyes widely because it's not only Malaysia using the IBS actually. Actually, IBS has been used a long time ago, but not really familiar in Indonesia actually. So maybe we are the new architect. We can encourage our country, encourage Indonesia to just move from the conventional system of construction into the IBS. So as the architect, we can also move from using only dinding bata or clay brick into another part of IBS system. Maybe the column, the beam, ya, kolom, balok dan lain-lain itu kita bisa membuat menggunakan sistem IBS, especially for the big or mega project. Ya, maybe today you only stupa, studio perancangan architecture 1 or 2. But at the final year project, the building that you need to design is a mega project. So you can apply, you can use this type of IBS in that type of construction. So thank you for all of the students, Dr. Hanizam, the lecturers in here. I hope one day we can make another guest lecture. Yeah, Doctor, we can discussing about another type of construction, architectural, and also the structural and construction in the global way. So maybe I can close this program, Dr. Hanizam. So thank you so much. Maybe we can have another last words from Dr. Hanizam before I close this webinar, please, Doctor.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Weni. Happy to have you here, all mahasiswa. So, look young, energetic. Okay, you look young, all right? So, hope to see you again. So just if you need anything that you want to have my something like my input, right? Just share knowledge with all of you. So you are most welcome to email me, Dr. Weni. So yes, or we can have another session. So maybe we can have face-to-face there one day, right? So to see you face-to-face is better than having like this, right? Okay. So one day that, but for me, it's a great pleasure that you invite me to share what I have a little bit on the IBS. Right, on the material that we use on IBS, or might be in another session on the materials that specifically on the material that we use in construction, right? So not just focusing on the IBS, but it can be on advanced building materials that for the architects, that you can have the idea. It's not just go for a normal materials, but you can go beyond that. Lightweight materials, you can combine that with the existing materials. All right, all the best, and all. Okay, to you. Okay, that's all, Dr. Weni.
All right, thank you again, Dr. Hanizam. Please give applause to Dr. Hanizam today. So, Doctor, and all the students, we need to have a photo shoot. Yeah, even though we cannot see face to face right now, but we